What's going on, everybody? It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. Larry Reactions, man. Let's talk about it. So, what do you want to talk about? You know what the hell I want to talk about. Let's talk about Royal Rumble. What a show. They showed up and showed the fuck out. The crowd was engaged. I mean, the storyline, everything. This is a clear cut case where you know and you can see it. This is a clear cut situation where you can tell. You can tell Vince is no longer involved. And as we all know, Vince is out the building. So great things are coming. Epic things are coming. But let's get to it. So the first match was the Women's Royal Rumble. Did not disappoint. Did not fucking disappoint. So the first entry was Natalya. It's like, all right, Natty, let's get it. Let's go, Natty. Let's go. Grandma, come on, let's go. Let's get it. And no disrespect to Natty, I'm just saying because I think she's been there the longest in the women's division, if I'm not mistaken. She's been there the longest, but she a vet. Shout out to Natty. But the second entry, fucking Naomi. When I tell you I lost some shit, I was like, fucking Naomi is back. Miss Cakes herself is back in the building. I'm just saying, hey, let's go. I know Jimmy happy because they work for the same company again. But I was like, yo, if she back, man, what if Sasha coming back? Because I think her contract is about, I mean, I don't know how it work over there, but I think I heard something about her contract was coming up. But that didn't happen. But the Women's Royal Rumble was dope. It was dope. Dope as fuck. Okay, so, and also Triple H flexing a little bit of his, how much pool he got, doing some forbidden door stuff. Grace, I forget her first name, but she's the TNA Women's Champion, and she was in the Rumble. But they did that before with Mickie James, so I wasn't surprised at that. Of course, all the big hitters was in there, but then finally, and I believe she was. I want to say she was the last entry, or close to the last entry, Jade Cargill. Finally. And I said to myself, you know what? I damn near completely forgot about her. It got down to the end of it, and I was like, what if they bring Jade Cargill out? This would be the perfect opportunity. I know they've been tuning her move set, so she can get set for WWE matches. And sure as I said it, and she came in there and she showed the fuck out. She eliminated Nia Jax. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. And which Nia Jax had a good showing, but Jade Cargill came in there. She was handling business. And then, excuse me, y'all, I'm excited. And then there was a scene. There was one scenario where Jade Cargill was facing off with Bianca Belair. I was like, this is what we need. Let's go. This is what we need. Right here. This is what the fuck we need. This is everybody been waiting on. Triple H, thank you. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Or at least a tag team. At least that. But eventually, that shit, I can't wait for that to take place. I'm just saying. And most of and another thing, and my pick to win the Rumble, I was either thinking either Becky, because I want to see Becky go at Rhea at Mania. But Becky didn't pull it off. And I was thinking the whole time, I was like, damn, Becky didn't pull it off. But I was thinking, this is Royal Rumble. We got a little time before WrestleMania. But she gonna be in that spot to face Rhea Ripley at Mania. That's gotta happen. That's a money match. It's gotta happen. But or Bayley. And Bayley is the one that pulled it off. Now, I noticed that Bayley been a little uncomfortable with the things that's going on in Damage Control, because she kind of feeling like the odd man out. So her winning the Royal Rumble, one thing has to happen. Really, it's two things. I just don't, but one of them I don't see happening. I don't see Bayley challenging Rhea Ripley for her championship. I do see Damage Control turning on Bayley, and then she goes against Io Sky for her championship. The shit makes itself. I ain't got the script. The shit makes itself. I'm just saying. I've been waiting for my check for WWE since I've been a fan, and that they about 30 years too late. I'm just saying. But shout out to Bayley, man. Bayley put on a good show. She is the women's Royal Rumble winner for 2024. Shout out to Bayley. I can't wait to see what happened in Mania. Can't wait. Okay, so the next match, Logan Paul versus KO for the, was that first? No, that was third. The next match was the Fatal 4-Way. Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus AJ Styles. This was a fun match. A lot of back and forth. It was a lot of good spots, but the ending was predictable. There was no scenario in my mind where I thought that Roman was gonna lose his belt. It just don't make any sense for the build up. It's good for the momentum. It's good for the momentum and setting up different feuds or other rivalries within the competitors. But it just didn't make any sense. So, but there was one spot where it looked like AJ Styles was gonna take it. AJ Styles, because if I'm not mistaken, Roman caught a RKO, and he got laid out on top of the other competitors or whatever, and he turned around. He turned around and caught a phenomenal forearm, and AJ had all of them stacked on top of each other, and it was like a 2 3/4, and he kicked out. I was like, shit. But when there was another instance where he was about to get pinned, and then fucking Solo. I knew it. Fucking Solo interfered. Samoan spiked everybody, and fucking Roman went for the spear on AJ Styles. 1, 2, 3, and still, your undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman fucking Reigns. That's it. I saw this come. A lot of people got mixed feelings about this match. It was good until the climax of it, until the end, because they were like, we've seen this before. We've seen this over and over and over again. But all in all, it was a solid match. It was a solid match, and it ended how, they could have been a little more creative on how it ended. Like, they could have had somebody else like come in the mix, other that's outside of the bloodline, that felt like they deserved to have a shot of being the main title picture, and that would have pushed for more rivalries. Now, with this happening, I really think that Randy is going to have a match with Solo at Mania. I said this before. I think this is gonna happen. I think this is definitely gonna happen. And then eventually, I think LA Knight is gonna have at Mania. It's probably gonna be at Mania. He's probably gonna end up going for the United States title, which I'm finna get into that next. But shout out to all competitors. It was an entertaining match. The climaxes could have been a little more creative. The end result, I'm just saying. But, hey, Tribal Chief, we the ones, hey, you already know. But moving right along. So the next match, KO versus Logan Paul for the United States title. Okay, so I knew Logan Paul was going to go out there and do his thing. And KO. This match was a brawl. This was a fight. And of course, the shenanigans got to starting. And here we go. Logan Paul had one of his guys from the Entourage. I believe it was the same guy that had the brass knucks. It was the same guy when he beat Rey Mysterio. Same guy. And the finish to this match, great. So this guy, he hopped over the barricade. The security's out there. They trying to tell him to leave or whatever like that. He done already handed, well, no, hold up. Wait a minute. No, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory came out there. Because, they've been back and forth with Kevin Owens for the past couple of weeks. So they get involved in, all the confusion going on and shit. And then while the security is worried about Waller and Theory, the dude slipped the knucks in the ring. He goes to hit KO. KO already saw this happening. So all this going on, all this chaos, Logan and KO, they get back to their feet or whatever. And KO grabbed the knucks, punched the shit out of Logan Paul with the knucks. The ref get back in the ring and count 1, 2, and then right at that last second, the ref saw the brass knucks on KO fist, and he deemed it a disqualification. He deemed it a disqualification. And your winner, and still United States champion, the Maverick, Logan Paul. This was creative. Now, I wish they would have put this much creativity in the championship match with Roman Reigns, but this was a good finish. This was a good finish because KO was 38 hot. He was pissed. So he getting ready to leave, and he talking to one of the fans, and he was like, "Maybe I should go back in. Maybe I should go." And he went in there, and he proceeded to just beat the shit out of Logan Paul some more, and smiling. He put him through a table. He put him through the announce table, and he left smiling. So I don't think this is over. But imagine if, like I was saying earlier, imagine if LA Knight got into the mix. I'm just saying. Sound like a money match, a triple threat match to me at Mania for the United States title. I'm just saying. Okay. So now we get to the nitty gritty. The men's Royal Rumble. Wow. Did not disappoint. So once it started, the first entry, the number one spot, the fucking Yeet Man himself, my mistake. Main event Jey Uso is in the fucking building. Number one. I was like, yo, all right, let's go. Cause he's gonna be the Iron Man. He gonna last for a long time. He gonna last all the way to the end. And I'm like, okay, so who's the number two? And I'll be damned. Crowd lost their shit. I lost my shit. Fucking Jimmy Uso. The shit writes itself. The shit writes itself. Thank you, Triple H, or whoever you got doing the writing, in creative control, what the fuck ever. This was perfect. This was perfect. This is a build up for a Mania match. Because the face off that they had, the crowd was losing their minds. They lost their shit. I'm telling you. They lost their shit. I know I was losing mine. And then they started throwing them bows. I was like, hey, they going in. They fucking going in. But as the other competitors started to make their way in, this was, everybody was just waiting on, hey, Cody and CM Punk. So it got down to CM Punk and Cody and Gunther and I forgot who else it was. But before I go into that, welcome back, Andrade. Andrade was one of the surprise entrants. Welcome back. And he had an interaction with Santos Escobar. Now, there was speculation that he's going to join, with Santos or the LWO. We don't know, but hey, Andrade, welcome back. I can't wait to see you. I'm guessing he's going to be on the SmackDown roster. I can't wait to see that. There was a spot. Karrion Kross was in the Royal Rumble, and then Bobby Lashley. They've been going at it back and forth for weeks. So when Bobby got eliminated and Karrion got eliminated, they start brawling on the outside. The Authors of Pain came in there and they start jumping on Bobby Lashley. And all of a sudden, here come the Street Profits. They come in there and they just whooping ass. They just brawling on the outside of the ring. This Rumble was everything. And then Omos came back. And he had a good showing. But the highlight of the Royal Rumble match to me, Braun fucking Breaker. Braun Breaker came in that motherfucker decimating everything in his sights. Everything. It's like they told him in the back, look, you got a couple of minutes to wow me. Go out there and wow me. And goddamn it, he did not disappoint. This man, he destroyed everything in front of him. The speed, the velocity, the impact, everything. Triple H, put him on the main roster. He ready. He been ready. Put him on the main roster. I'm just saying. Put this man on the main roster. He deserves it. He deserves it. I know they got to finish the Dusty Classic with the at Vengeance Day, but man, he needs to be on the main roster. Braun Breaker did not come to play any games. He was not playing. He came to whoop ass. Facts. He came to kick ass. And that's what he did. He was not a joke. He was not a game. But I think what else? Pat McAfee returned back on commentary. And he had one of the spots for the Royal Rumble. So when his music hit, he got up from the announce table and, he started to get in the ring. And I knew he wasn't going to do no wrestling because he had fucking snakeskin boots on. He even do no wrestling. So he got in there and he got to looking who was in the ring. It was Braun Breaker, Omos, and Gunther. And he was like, fuck that. And he eliminated himself. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Pat McAfee. He brings a new energy to the WWE. But that spot for the Royal Rumble, it being the caliber of match that it is, they could have saved that for somebody else, like say Trick Williams. Somebody else in the back could have had that spot and had a chance and get a chance to shine, to get put over. But you know, it's WWE, so you know, Pat McAfee is trying to be a mainstay, and you know, hey, it's all good. But Gunther had a really good showing also. But when it came down to it, it got down. I think Jay lasted for a long time, like all the way towards the end. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it was all the way towards the end. And but when it came down to it, it got down to CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. The crowd went nuts. The crowd went crazy. The excitement, man. This is one of those rumbles I wish I was front row to witness that moment. Because the promo that they cut Monday Night on Raw, perfection. Perfect. This is how you build a story. This is how you build a pay-per-view properly. They've been building this shit for the last 2-3 weeks, but then you know this last week, they went extra hard. And that's how you're supposed to do it. To deliver, to make sure the pay-per-view is great. And man, when they got to going, it was just, I was on pins and fucking needles. The crowd divided. I'm like, man. CM Punk hit a pedigree on fucking Cody. And CM Punk looked out there like, I can't believe I hit that shit. I was, what the fuck? And then, while Cody was on the ground, CM Punk got up and looked out in the main camera, and they did like, it was like a close-up, damn it. He was like, I didn't wait 10 years to come back to lose to Dusty's kid. I was like, oh shit. And whoop, there it went. Cody Rhodes got back up. Crossroads, hey, toss CM Punk out. Cody, he is one of the elite wrestlers that has a record of having a back-to-back Royal Rumble win. Cody is going to finish the fucking story. And then, of course, you know, Seth Rollins was in the skybox on one side and Roman Reigns in the skybox on one side. And I kept saying, when Cody won, the emotion, you could see it in Cody's face. Cody was ecstatic. Cody was happy. And the crowd was, to all the fucking naysayers that thought, hey, this ain't gonna happen. He doesn't have the star, he's losing the star power. Are you serious? Are you serious? He ain't lost a step. He ain't lost a fucking step or a bit of star power. Cody winning the Royal Rumble last night was how I felt when I saw Captain America in Endgame, when he was strapping up and everybody was gone right before you heard Sam say, "Hey, Steve, on your left." That's what I felt like. That's what that shit felt like. It was epic like that. And right when he looked at the WrestleMania sign, he was looking around and he turned at Roman and he said, "I'm coming for this shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Finish. You damn right. You Samoan piece of shit. I'm coming for your head. I'm coming for the table. I'm coming for it." I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. Hey, man. Solid pay-per-view. Really enjoyed it. Had a great time. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow night. I cannot wait for Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I definitely can't wait to Mania. Man, but hey, y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about the pay-per-view. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed.